Well, there are more calls tonight for the resignation of a top Rhode Island Democratic Party official. And it's all over some controversial comments he made, calling into question claims of State House sexual harassment made by State Representative Teresa Tanzi. Eyewitness News reporter Kim Kalunian has more now, live in our studio. Kim?
Well, Mike and Caroline, the Democratic Party's second vice chair has been feeling the heat for comments he made about Rep. Tanzi's allegations. And today, another female lawmaker says his views are symbolic of a much larger problem that she wants to see eradicated. Calls for the resignation of Joe DiLorenzo, second vice chair of the Rhode Island Democratic Party, after his controversial comments about Rep. Teresa Tanzi's allegations of sexual harassment at the State House.
Everything is sexual harassment today. If a woman walks in my office and I say to her, boy, you look very nice in that dress, sexual harassment.
DiLorenzo making the remarks on WADK a day after Tanzi alleged she was told her bills would go further if she gave a higher-ranking lawmaker sexual favors.
Don't just make a blanket accusation. Someone might have said, Teresa, your hair looks good. And I've met her, I think, twice in my life.
Yep.
Your hair looks good. Oh, you harassed me. But as far as, going out there and saying for sexual favors, we'll pass your bill, I don't think so.
The statements that Mr. DiLorenzo made on the DePietro podcast fundamentally undermines the integrity of the goal of the Women's Caucus and the Democratic Party as a whole.
State Senator Gail Golden is now calling for DiLorenzo to resign. He says he won't.
If the Speaker and the chair of the party don't remove Mr. DiLorenzo from his position within the party, we will ensure that state committee members call on the chair to call an emergency meeting.
Senator Golden, of course, referring there to House Speaker Nicholas Mattiello, who effectively controls the state party leadership. Now, we have reached out to him and other party officials, but so far we have not heard back. Now, coming up new at 6, we'll take a closer look at the allegations made by Tanzi, including a time she says she was objectified by a federal official. Live in studio, I'm Kim Kalunian, Eyewitness News.
We continue tracking the impact tonight from a Rhode Island state representative's claim of sexual harassment at the State House. Now her claim about federal officials' behavior has people across the country talking. Eyewitness News reporter Kim Kalunian joins us now live in studio with the new details. Kim?
Well, Mike, there's been a growing buzz around the allegations made by Representative Teresa Tanzi, including a report yesterday that she was harassed by a federal official. Well, today she's shedding more light on that exchange.
A Rhode Island state representative.
South Kingstown State Rep Teresa Tanzi getting national attention after she told the Providence Journal, quote, I have been told sexual favors would allow my bills to go further. It was someone who had a higher ranking position. Tanzi now telling a Boston television station a federally elected official told her she was a, quote, pretty little thing they wanted to keep around. Today, I asked Tanzi about that claim. She clarified, telling me, quote, I was not referring to an allegation of sexual harassment in connection with the comment made by a federal official, and it most definitely was not an RI official. What I was referring to was an instance of sexual objectification. While far from the same, I referenced it because objectification is perhaps a more common experience for women and a part of the culture I am working to change. As far as the State House allegations, Tanzi says she's been in touch with the state police.
We are reviewing Representative Tanzi's comments. I spoke with the Attorney General, and we're just reviewing the allegations at this time.
And Tanzi says she believes that the state police will help with the sexual harassment study commission that she's been asked to lead. She says she hopes her coming forward will result in better awareness and change. Live in studio, I'm Kim Kalunian, Eyewitness News.